Hey there, it's Angie. I have been thinking about kind of how I set up my month and how I run challenge groups and how I promote things. And I thought it may be really helpful if I share that, but connect it to the vital process. So we've heard recently in the past, 6 months or so, this whole idea of the vital process, the process which we take a contact, a friend, a family member, from going just from that to becoming a challenger to then possibly becoming a coach. So I understand, that whole concept of that process, but I hadn't yet sat down and thought about, okay, how does that process look in my month-to-month schedule? So that's what I did today. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to kind of go through the process where you will see what step number one is in the vital process and how that correlates to what I do each month as far as groups and challenges and stuff like that goes. So let me share my screen with you real quick here. All right. Okay, excellent. So you should be able to see this. So here we go. We have the vital process and then how it connects to the monthly plan. Step number one. Okay, step number one in the vital process is to attract, connect, invite. And simply what that means is we are connecting and attracting people through our daily social media posts, through our daily conversations with people. We are connecting with them. We are finding common ground, that things that we can talk to them about just to get the ball rolling. I often, every day, will go through my Facebook messages and see who has birthdays, and I will send them a private message as opposed to just posting happy birthday on their wall. I will post them, or I will send them a private message, hey Jane, happy birthday. I hope today is a great day. Wishing you a year full of health and happiness. Do you have any special plans for today? I end it with a question to encourage more than just a thanks, so that's attracting, that's connecting. And then once that kind of opens up, that gives us an opportunity to invite them. So this moves to the monthly plan, to a taste test, a free group. So step number one in the vital process is to attract, connect, invite. Step number one, the first thing that I do in a month is to have a taste test group, or a free group. So just a way to invite them to something that has zero or minimal financial commitment. Most people, that's, their big issue. So we are building a relationship and we are working on building trust and letting them know the value of having you in their corner, of having you as their coach. I have had great success with the taste test groups. I do 7-day groups. Every day it's a different flavor. So meaning everyone gets the Shakeology sampler pack for $35. I always ask if they have any dairy issues. If they do, then I recommend that they get the vegan sampler pack for, 4 vegan packets for $20. But then each day we share information about Shakeology. Maybe it's the video of Darren, in the field, actually picking the ingredients. I share the video of Carl talking about how he doesn't even like a little bit of chemicals in his Shakeology. We share, different information about the studies that people have shown that it helps with cravings, that it curbs their appetite, that it gives them more energy. So what we're doing in that taste test group is they are getting to actually taste the product. They are being educated and learning the value of it beyond just a little packet and a shake. And when we build that value, when they see the value and they truly understand how amazing these little packets are, the whole money objection goes out the window. It truly does, because they understand it. So I have found taste test groups to be extremely helpful in growing my business and my client base, simply because I share with them the value. If I just send out a Shakeology sampler, I kid you not, I can tell you 5 packets right now off the top of my head that are probably in the trash because they weren't part of a group. And they just were like, no, or I don't like the taste. Ooh, it's a little too chalky. But we give recipes. We kind of talk about that. We help them work through that process. So recapping, step number 1, attract, connect, invite, and we are inviting them to a taste test group and or a free group. Step number 2 in the process is match them with a program or product. Okay, so now they have done a free group. Maybe it was a crockpot group. Maybe it was a free Beachbody on demand group. Maybe it was the Shakeology taste test group. So now we have a little bit more connection with them. We know a little bit more about them. Oh my goodness, you love vegan chocolate Shakeology. That's awesome. Are you interested in kind of adding the fitness component to it? And then you can kind of lead into the all access pass, because let's just be honest, the all access pass is amazing. Before we were asking people to choose a program. Now with the all access pass, we are inviting them to choose all programs. From a coach perspective, this is a game changer because I know if I can share with them the value of that all access pass, I can help them plan a year of fitness. So I can say, hey Jane, I know that you love the vegan chocolate Shakeology. I have a new group that is starting on February 23rd. Would you be interested in, giving it a go with the all access pass? We could start slow and you could do, the 3-week yoga retreat for that first group. And then in March, I'm going to have another group. And I think that you'll probably be ready for 21 Day Fix. And then after that, I bet that you could rock 21 Day Fix Extreme. So there's 3 months right there. And it's one price, one payment. So that's how, as a coach, I use the tool and I show the value. Again, for me as their coach, I'm helping them plan a year of fitness. This isn't just about one sale. I'm helping them plan a year of fitness. So some other ways, some other tips to kind of, help figure out which program may be for them. I have created a Google Doc and it's, I call it my Find Your Fit quiz. And basically I just ask a couple fun questions, talking about, expectations, do they want results right away? If so, then I would probably lead them towards a 30-day program or maybe even a 3-day refresh. If they know that it's going to take time and it's going to take work, that's cool. I may be more apt to, suggesting maybe a longer program, maybe Max 30, which is a 60-day program, or T25 or something like that, or PIO, that's a 60-day program. I ask about how much time they have. Let's just be realistic. I only have 20 minutes. Okay, well, guess what? There's 22-minute hardcore. Or I'll say, 21 Day Fix is a little bit outside of that range, but we all have 30 minutes a day to give to ourselves. So asking those questions helps us be a better coach to them. Again, we are helping them reach their goals. We are not pushing our goals on to them. You see the difference there? All right, cool. All right, next step number 3 in the vital process is to get them results. Here is the deal. If we are running groups and nobody's getting results, that means we're not doing our job. We are here to help people live healthier, happier lives. Healthier, which means results. Now, keep in mind, results are not just on the scale. So we want to support them in those challenge groups. We want to celebrate their small wins. Maybe they got up and they worked out before their kids got up, and that was the first time they've ever done that. That's awesome. Give them a high five. Maybe they're drinking more water. Maybe they are feeling the results of Shakeology with, better energy or fewer cravings. It's our job to celebrate them and their small successes and remind them that there are more successes than just on the scale. But we want to help them reach their goals and get those results. So when they are in our challenge group and they have said, you know what, I want you as my coach, that's our opportunity for us to love, love, love on them. And then we encourage them to share with other people. So they can share publicly on their page, how they're feeling. And quite honestly, if we're doing our job, they're going to do that on their own. We don't even have to ask them to do it. But sometimes they need a little encouragement that's like, oh my gosh, you are doing amazing. You should share your results on your page because, I know other people would love to celebrate you. So step number 4 is to invite them to be a coach. So do you see we've taken them from being a friend, a contact? We're pretty much breadcrumbing here. We have offered them a free or low cost challenge group. We've offered them our support in a challenge group. And now we're offering them an opportunity to pay that forward to other people. How this looks in the monthly plan is that you run a coach sneak peek. I usually do it monthly with my success partners. You can do it with your team as well. Or if you don't really have a team, you don't have a success partner yet, then do it on your own. Basically, it is an open forum where you answer, some of the most commonly asked questions. How much does it cost to be a coach? What do I really have to do? What if I don't have a Beachbody? Basically all of the questions that we all probably had before we became coaches are the things that we address in the coach sneak peek. And honestly, coaching is not for everyone, and that's totally okay. Again, with the all access pass, now they're a club member, so they're saving 10% anyway. But if you feel that someone has a gift and is interested and can really be an amazing coach, then invite them to be a coach. I offer it to most people. Some people take it, some people don't. I let that, that is their choice. That's not my job to determine whether they are going to do something with it or not. I simply just offer the opportunity and let them decide if it's for them or not. So let me go back here. I'm going to stop my screen share. Okay, so that's how the vital process and my monthly game plan look together. And I think when we match those two, it seems it's like, okay, I can totally do this. And then everything makes sense. So let's just keep it simple and write down whatever your game plan looks like, and then once you get into that rhythm that this is how it is every single month, number 1, you know what to expect. Number 2, your team knows what to expect. And number 3, your customers and your clients know what to expect. And when there is consistency, there is trust. And when people can trust you to lead them and trust you to be there, and and if your past clients know, what, I fell off the wagon, but I know Angie's going to have another challenge group, the second week of the month, then they can always come back in. So that's all that I have for today. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope that's helpful in helping you plan your month and grow a successful business. Have a good one.